Istanbul's mayor, Ekrem Imamoglu, has been detained at his home. That's according to a statement by the prosecutor's office. It comes just a day after Turkish authorities revoked his university diploma. It's a move that could bar him from challenging Recep Tayyip Erdogan in the next presidential election. For more, let's bring in Bloomberg's Istanbul Deputy Bureau Chief. That's Beril Akman. So, Beril, this just coming over the past hour, this news just coming. Talk to us about this detention of Imamoglu and the significance of it. Of course, just days before he was likely to be named the party candidate.
Exactly. So Imamoglu, since being elected as Istanbul's mayor, first in 2019 and again last year, has faced a slew of investigations and court cases against him, which he has said were all politically motivated. But his detention today is definitely an escalation in the case and in his situation. He's been detained along with hundreds of others as part of a case into criminal activity, and prosecutors are accusing him of being a ringleader. He's denied all these accusations in the past, but just like you mentioned, he was supposed to be the candidate of his party, the only candidate in the Sunday primaries. So the future of that is uncertain, whether the main opposition party, the CHP, is going to move ahead with another candidate or they're going to push forward with Imamoglu. So like you said, this is definitely a developing story, and we'll be watching out further, both for market reaction and what happens politically.
Yeah, and certainly we're also getting some indications that potentially there's also been some blockages of roads so that protests don't actually happen. We'll follow that. But, Beril, happening at the same time, Turkey's president set to meet or planning to meet President Trump. What is the goal here, especially if we consider what he's facing domestically? What is a trip to Washington likely to do?
So Turkey and U.S. relations have been strained in recent years over a number of issues, including in President Trump's first term. On Turkey's agenda are two major elements. One is the U.S. defense sanctions that were implemented over Turkey's procurement of Russian S-400 missiles. And the other is the Syrian Kurdish force presence in northern Syria that the U.S. has partnered with in its fight against Islamic State group. President Erdogan already held a phone call with Trump over the weekend, and these issues were also mentioned in the call per statement from the Turkish presidency's office. So we expect the meeting, based on Bloomberg's reporting, is due to be held in Washington perhaps by next month. So we expect these issues to be brought up, at least from the Turkish side, when that meeting takes place.